One text flipped my life upside down. I'm done. Divorce. Talk to my lawyer. My reply. Got it. Then I started unraveling her game. 3 days later, her attorney's blowing up my phone, begging me to undo what I did. I'm Jake, 41, still reeling. It was a Tuesday in mid-October, and I was drowning in emails and spreadsheets at my marketing gig in Marietta, just outside Atlanta. Office was buzzing, folks jawing about the weekend, country tunes humming on the radio. I was sipping a Starbucks cold brew, trying to nail a client deadline. Then my phone buzzes. Text from my wife, Sara, 37. Short and brutal. Jake, I'm out. Divorce. All contact through my lawyer, Mr. Reynolds. Sending his info 15 years of marriage. Poof, gone in a text. No heads up, no fight, nada. Night before, we were grilling steaks in the backyard, laughing, planning a weekend trip to the Smoky Mountains. She poured me wine, chatted about some new client. Everything felt fine. Or did it? Looking back, there were signs. Her late nights working, dodging questions about her consulting gigs, always hiding her phone when I walked in. She's a freelance interior designer, always whining about shaky contracts. I brushed it off as stress, paid the mortgage, $2,300 a month, utilities, her spa days, her shopping sprees at Lenox Square. I trusted her, thought we were a team. Man, was I wrong. Would you have caught those red flags, or just kept trusting till the rug got yanked out? I stared at that text for 10 minutes. Shock hit first, like a punch to the gut. My heart was racing, chest tight. 15 years. Our wedding at a little lakeside park, dancing to Coldplay, honeymoon in Florida. Talks about kids we never had. All gone. Then the hurt sank in, sharp and raw. Then anger, quiet, smoldering like coals under ash. But on the outside, ice cold. She drew a line. Lawyers only. Fine. I typed back. Got it. Fingers shaking, but my head was clear. She was betting I'd crack, beg her to talk, chase her. Not today. I wasn't the pushover she thought. Would you have begged after a stunt like that? Or played her game and started planning your moves? We always kept our money separate. Lesson from my parents' nasty divorce. Mom got screwed, left with nothing. Dad was a pro at playing dirty. I swore I'd never be that vulnerable. But Sara and I had overlaps. Credit cards, transfers, subscriptions. She had access to my backup credit cards, not as a co-owner, just an authorized user. I logged into my Chase app, heart still pounding, but my hands were steady. Click. Cards locked. Her access revoked. Done. Her allowance. An $800 monthly transfer for her shopping, nails, yoga classes, Starbucks runs. Cancelled. Right then and there. She wanted a legal showdown? I'd play by her rules. Streaming accounts. Netflix, HBO, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. All in my name? Logged her out. Changed passwords. Want to binge your shows, Sara? Get your own damn account. The car, a shiny Ford Explorer, was leased in my name, my Geico insurance. Didn't cancel the insurance yet. Too risky for everyone on the road, but flagged the lease for my lawyer. Gas card. Tied to the dead credit card. Useless. Took me 45 minutes to cut her off, not out of spite, but clarity. She set the terms. Lawyers only. No talking. I was just following through. But inside, I was spinning. What's she hiding? Why is she so cocky about this? Would you have left those strings uncut, knowing you got blindsided? Or would you start snipping too to protect what's yours? An hour later, Reynolds' contact info hit my inbox. Some hotshot lawyer with a fancy office on Peachtree Street. I forwarded it to Ms. Harper, a divorce attorney my buddy Mike swore by after his own messy split. My email to her was short. Wife sent a divorce text. Wants all contact through her lawyer. Need urgent advice on protecting assets. Mortgage, car, 401k, worth $150,000. All in my name. What's my play? Wrapped up work, drove home. House was dead quiet. Sara had cleared out while I was gone. Clothes, jewelry, her stupid collection of mugs with cheesy sayings like, "Coffee is my love language." Gone. Walked into the bedroom, saw her wedding ring on the nightstand. Gold, tiny diamond. The one I picked out at K Jewelers when I was 26. And she was all smiles. Cold. Move. I tossed it in a drawer, feeling the sting mix with resolve. Slept okay, weirdly, but my brain wouldn't shut off. What did I miss? Was she cheating? Hiding money? Planning this for months? Could you sleep after that? Or would you be up all night, replaying every moment of your marriage? 3 days later, Friday afternoon, my phone rings. Unknown number, but I knew. I was in the office, nursing a lukewarm coffee, trying to focus. "Mr. Jake Thompson?" Voice sharp, pissed, with a slight southern drawl. "This is Reynolds, Sarah's attorney." "Go ahead. Your wife's in a bad spot." I kept cool. "What kind of spot?" "Her cards don't work. Transfers stopped. This ain't acceptable. Georgia law says you gotta maintain the financial status quo during a divorce." I went colder. "Sara texted me Tuesday, demanding a divorce and lawyer-only contact. I'm respecting her wishes. No more informal deals. Money talks go through you." Long pause, papers shuffling. His tone dropped, but he was still heated. "She needs cash." "For a place, food, to live." "Where's she at?" "That's not your concern. You're acting in bad faith, Mr. Thompson." I leaned in. "Sara blew up our marriage with a text. She set the rules. We'll handle this through you and my lawyer, Ms. Harper. You got her info?" "Yeah," he grumbled. "Great. Have a good one." Hung up. Heart was racing, adrenaline pumping, but I felt a spark of satisfaction. She wanted a cold, legal game. Bring it. I was a chess player making my first move in a match she thought she'd already won. Would you have caved under that pressure? Or kept your cool, knowing you're in the right? I went back to my routine. Work, gym, grabbing beers with buddies at a dive bar off Roswell Road. But my head was spinning. What did I miss? Her work trips to Chicago. That client she was cagey about. A designer, she said, helping with projects. I brushed it off, trusted her. Now, doubts were eating me alive. Was she cheating? Stashing cash? Cooking up a plan for months? I kept replaying her behavior, dodging talks about our future, changing the subject when I asked about her gigs. Why was she so sure she could pull this off? What's her endgame? Would you be paranoid too? Or just let her walk and say good riddance? A week later, shit hit the fan. Y'all's comments and DMs on social media kept me sane. Thanks for that. Made me feel like I wasn't losing it. Ms. Harper called that same day after Reynolds' meltdown. "Your moves make sense, Jake," she said, calm as ever, like she'd seen this 100 times. "Sara set the rules. Lawyers only. That's a strong position. Document everything. Every call, text, any pressure. It'll help in court." She was already countering Reynolds' motion for emergency spousal support and exclusive rights to our house, which Sara ditched. Her ask, a jaw-dropping $5,000 a month. Wanted to keep her Lenox Square shopping sprees, dinners at Buckhead steakhouses, $200 yoga classes, plus a new apartment downtown, plus lawyer fees. Ballsy as hell. Harper shot back, offered $1,200 based on actual needs, not her champagne wishes. Pointed out Sara left the house and demanded lawyers only. "This is her trap, Jake," Harper said. "She thought you'd be the weak link. We're flipping it on her. Georgia courts care about facts, not sob stories." Then the attacks kicked off. Sara's bestie, Melissa, called Wednesday night. I was chilling at home, watching the Falcons get smoked by the Saints, trying to unwind. Picked up, hoping for some intel. Big mistake. "Jake, "What the hell are you doing?" she screamed. No hello, voice shaking. "Sarah's crashing on my couch in my tiny Decatur apartment. She can't even buy groceries. You turned her into a homeless wreck." I sighed, keeping it steady. "Melissa, Sara sent a divorce text and said lawyers only. I'm respecting her call." "That's BS. She barely works. How's she supposed to survive? She's scared." Sara pulled in maybe $10,000 to $15,000 a year freelancing. Pocket change for her coffee runs, nails, anthropology halls. "She hired a lawyer before even talking to me," I said. "Money goes through lawyers now like she wanted." "That's cruel. After 15 years. "Cruel. She nuked our marriage with a text. I'm just playing by her rules." Silence. Then, "She deserves support. You were her rock. She could have talked to me like a person. She chose lawyers. That's how it's gonna be." Melissa snapped. "She'll take everything. You'll regret this." I stayed calm. Let her try. Hung up. So I'm the bad guy. For following her damn instructions. My heart was pounding, but I felt a weird relief. I wasn't alone in this fight. Would you have buckled under that kind of heat? Or held your ground like I did? Next day, it got worse. Social media blew up. Sara posted a cryptic TikTok and Instagram reel, her sitting on a couch, looking sad, sipping tea, with some sappy music. Caption: "When the person you trusted leaves you with nothing." Betrayal, der Scotters justice. No names, but our mutual friends got it. Comments poured in. "Oh my God, Sara, stay strong. You don't deserve this." Some rando we hadn't seen since college wrote, "Jake always seemed so nice, but people show their true colors." I was pissed, wanted to fire back, spill the tea about her text, her rules, her shady moves. But Harper shut me down. "Don't take the bait, Jake. Screenshot everything. Her public pity party's a mistake. Georgia judges hate this crap. It can hurt her case." I saved it all. Posts, comments, even likes from some guy named David, who I was starting to suspect was more than a client. This was her opening shot in a public war. I felt like a target, but Harper was right. Silence was my power. Would you have clapped back online, or kept quiet, betting the truth would come out? Friday brought a game changer. My coworker Brian, who I grab coffee with at the office, hit me up on WhatsApp. "Yo, Jake, you need to see this." He sent screenshots of Sara's texts with a guy named David, her client. Brian caught them together at a Midtown cafe a couple months back. She introduced him as a business contact. But the texts told a different story. "Soon we'll be free, David. He won't see it coming." My stomach dropped. A side piece? That explained her distance, the secrecy, those Chicago work trips. I sent the screenshots to Harper. She nodded. This could shift things in court, especially on alimony. If she's planning a new life, her victim act falls apart. Keep digging. I remembered an old iPad Sara left in the closet. She forgot to log out of iCloud. I opened it. Jackpot. Her messages with David went back 6 months. Nothing explicit, but flirty as hell. "Can't wait for our new start. Chicago's gonna be home." And the kicker, a draft email to Reynolds, dated 3 months before her text. "Need to prep for divorce. Want it fast. He can't suspect anything." She'd been plotting this for months. My heart sank, but the anger turned to cold focus. She thought I'd never find out. Wrong. I found more. Receipts for $1,200 in Chicago plane tickets, paid with our joint credit card I thought we used for family stuff. She was jetting to him on my dime. Would you have gone digging like that? Or let the past stay buried to spare yourself the pain? Brian dropped another bomb. "Sara tried to grill me about you. Asked if you were seeing anyone, trying to get dirt." I was floored. She wasn't just planning a divorce. She was hunting for ammo to smear me. Brian shut her down, but remembered her weird questions at an office party. Jake's always working late, huh? Ever wonder what he's up to? I didn't think twice about it then. Now it clicked. She was building a case to make me the bad guy. Would you be shocked if someone was scheming like that behind your back? Or would you just expect it? The weekend brought more chaos. I was grabbing burgers with Mike and Brian at a Marietta spot, a local joint with killer brews and greasy fries. We were talking Falcons, trying to keep it light. Then Sara's parents, Linda and Bob, stormed in. Linda, eyes red from crying, shouted loud enough for the whole place to hear, "Jake Thompson, you're a disgrace. You left our daughter homeless, penniless." Bob, usually quiet, piled on. 15 years, Jake. You owe her. Man up and fix this." Everyone stared. Phones came out recording. My face burned, but Mike whispered, "Stay cool, man." I stood up, voice steady. "Linda, Bob, Sara demanded a divorce and lawyers only. Money goes through them now. Talk to Reynolds." Linda sobbed. "You're heartless. She's falling apart." Bob muttered, "This ain't how a man acts." I said, "She set the rules. I'm following them." Turned and walked out, leaving them yelling. The video hit the Marietta Neighbors Facebook group by nightfall. Comments split. "Poor woman. Someone help her." Versus, "Sounds like there's more to this story." Harper texted, "Save that video. It's another nail in their coffin." I felt humiliated, but her words kept me grounded. Would you have kept your cool with everyone watching? Or lost it, defending yourself? Monday, Sara doubled down online. New TikTok, her in tears on a couch, caption, "When your whole life gets ripped away. Ris justice. Divorce." It racked up 10K views in hours. Mutual friends started texting, "Jake, what's going on? Is this true?" I didn't reply, just screenshotted for Harper. She said, "This hurts her more than you. Judges hate public stunts. It screams bad faith." But it stung, seeing friends buy her story. Some unfollowed me. Mike and Brian had my back. "She's playing dirty, Jake. You're tougher than this." I posted a vague Instagram story, sunset over Atlanta, captioned, "Truth finds a way. Jaktas live honest." No names, no drama. Got supportive DMs from buddies, but noticed a like from a sketchy account, Truth Seeker ATL. Checked it. New profile. Posts ranting about toxic men. Smelled like Sara. Harper. Screenshot it. Could be her burner. Would you have fired back online, or stayed quiet, banking on the truth? The rumors hit my job. Monday, I'm in the break room, and Kelly, a manager, pulls me aside. "Jake Yoka, you okay?" Saw Sara's posts. "What's the deal?" I kept it short. "Divorce. She wants lawyers only. I'm following her rules." Kelly nodded, but I saw doubt in her eyes. Later, Brian overheard sales reps gossiping. Heard Jake kicked his wife out with nothing. Brian shut it down. "Don't believe everything you see online." But the whispers stung. Work was my safe space, my stability, and Sara was trying to poison that too. Then HR called. Anonymous complaint claiming I was using company resources for personal issues and acting erratic. Total BS. I did everything on my personal phone and email. HR checked logs. Nothing. My boss, Richard, had my back. "Jake, this smells like divorce drama. Complaints trash, but watch your back." Harper logged it. Probably Sara or Melissa. Hard to prove, but it's ammo. Would you stay chill if someone tried to tank your job, or start swinging? A week later, Brian came through again. He sent a PayPal statement showing Sara getting $500 to $700 every couple weeks for consulting. He overheard her bragging to Melissa about a backup plan. I passed it to Harper, who subpoenaed her financials. Bingo. Sara had a secret account with $15,000. plus $20,000 in stocks from her grandma and $10,000 in unreported freelance income from the past year. She didn't declare any of it as marital property, but there was more. Our joint credit card showed $1,200 in Chicago tickets, plus $500 in gifts, fancy dinners, a watch, all for David. My money, her fling. Harper grinned. She thought you wouldn't dig. This is gold. I kept digging. Found an old laptop in the garage. Sarah's, still logged into her email. Found a Venmo account tied to her consulting gigs with $2,000 in transfers to David, labeled project fees. Bullshit. She was funneling cash to him. I sent it all to Harper. She filed for full asset disclosure, arguing Sara hid marital funds. Would you have kept digging, knowing it'd hurt more, or walked away to save your sanity? Court was brutal. Emergency support hearing. Sara sat there, eyes down, clutching her purse. Reynolds played the victim card. Sarah's destitute. I'm cruel for cutting her off. Harper stayed ice cold. Showed Sarah's text, her lawyer's only rule. My bank records. Only cut her cards and transfers. Still paid the $2,300 mortgage, utilities, car insurance. Proved Sara tried draining our old $700 joint account. Her income, $1,000 to $1,500 a month freelancing. Not nothing. The judge, a no-nonsense older woman, grilled Sara. Why no discussion before the text? Sara mumbled about fear and pressure. Please, I'm no saint, but I'm not a monster. We argued like any couple, never raised my voice. Judge wasn't buying it. Ruled $1,400 a month temporary support. Enough for rent and groceries, not her Buckhead lifestyle. Her bid for the house. Denied. I live there. Harper pushed for full financial discovery, citing Sara's hidden accounts. Would you let someone play the victim like that? Or call their bluff? Sara upped the ante, filed a claim for emotional distress, saying I controlled her for years, made her afraid. Pure fiction. Harper slapped it down with David's texts and her draft email to Reynolds, proving she planned the divorce months ago. Judge. Mrs. Thompson, you claim fear but prepped this for months? Sara stammered, face red. Claim tossed. Then we caught her forging PayPal records to inflate her income, hoping for bigger support. Bank sent the real records. Judge was pissed. Mrs. Thompson's falsifying documents is serious. That tanked her credibility. Oh, and that Truth Seeker ATL Reddit account, traced to her email. She'd been posting lies about a toxic husband. Another swing and a miss. Would you buy her poor me act, or keep fighting for the truth? My boys rallied. Mike set up a guys' night at a dive bar. Me, him, Brian, a couple others. We're downing IPAs, talking Falcons, trying to keep it chill. Then Melissa storms in, yelling, Jake, you're a piece of shit. Sara can't even afford a car, and you're here drinking? I stayed calm. Melissa, Sara picked lawyers. Money's their job now. She kept going. You ruined her. She loved you. I hit back. Loved me. Then why's she planning a new life with some dude? Bar went quiet. Melissa froze. Brian jumped in. Mel, go home. This ain't your fight. She stormed out, slamming the door. Heard later she kicked Sara out. Her victim shtick was wearing thin. Would you have kept your cool in that moment? Or let her have it? A week later, I ran into Sara at Costco, of all places. I'm grabbing steaks. She's by the wine aisle, looking rough. Dark circles, no makeup. She saw me, froze. Jake, we need to talk, she said, voice low. I kept it frosty. You said lawyers only. Call Reynolds. She stepped closer. This is hard for me. The car, the money. I didn't want it like this. I locked eyes. You wanted divorce. You set the rules. I'm playing by 'em. She tried again. I messed up, Jake. I turned and walked. Sent Harper a screenshot of her follow-up text begging to meet. Would you have heard her out? Or kept the wall up? Then Tom, a mutual friend, called. Sara asked me to talk to you. Wants to settle out of court, I asked. She's still with David? He dodged. Dunno. She says you're too harsh. I shut it down. She chose lawyers. Goes through them. Found out Tom tipped her off about my venting to him, giving her ammo for her next stunt. She claimed in court she had a medical emergency to justify more support. Turned out to be a fake ER visit. Harper caught it with hospital records. Another lie. Would you trust a friend who flipped like that, or cut him off? Months dragged on. Legal hell. Reynolds stalled. Sara rejected fair offers. The car? She couldn't take the lease. Her credit score was a lousy 580. Refused to return it. I told the leasing company, I'm done paying. She's not authorized. They repoed it from Melissa's place. Cue the meltdown. Melissa called screaming I destroyed Sara. Her mom begged me to be a man. Sent it all to Harper. Ignored him. House sold in 3 months. Equity, $250,000, sat in escrow. Sara demanded 70%, citing emotional damage. But the financial audit spilled her secrets. $15,000 hidden account, $20,000 in stocks, $10,000 unreported income, $1,200 in Chicago tickets, $500 in gifts for David. She forged PayPal records and even a fake email from me calling her unstable. Bank and email logs proved it was fake. Judge was livid. Mrs. Thompson, fraud is a dangerous game. Her Reddit burner, texts with David, plans to bolt to Chicago, all came out. Final hearing May, 7 months after her text. Judge warned, go to trial. Sara loses more and pays my fees. She settled. Equity split 55-45 my way. Stocks halved. Alimony, $1,200 a month for 2 years with a job search clause. We each paid our lawyers. My 401k, untouched. Sara's in a tiny downtown Atlanta apartment. Works more. Bitches about cash. Word got back through old friends. Melissa's done with her. Her parents help, but they're tapped out. Her TikToks about new beginnings get fewer likes. David? Ghosted when her drama got too real. Me? Wiped out $30,000 on lawyers, but I'm free. Kept my job. House, 401k, my share. Hit the gym. Grab beers with Mike and Brian. Watch Falcons games. Enjoy my quiet place. Sara hated my crew, called them loud. Now I get why. This wasn't revenge. It was her choices crashing into my logic and the law. She wanted a cold game? Got it, with full legal heat. Y'all ever been through something like this? Share your story. Let's lift each other up.